Stories tonight. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has arrived in Japan on a 3-day visit during which the two countries are expected to sign a civil nuclear deal. Besides discussing ways to step up cooperation in areas like trade, investment and security. The two countries are likely to ink as many as 12 pacts after wide-ranging talks between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his Japanese counterpart Shinzo Abe. This will be the third annual summit meeting between PM Modi and his Japanese counterpart.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi's second visit to the land of the rising sun for the annual India-Japan summit meeting. High on the agenda is the Civil Nuclear Cooperation Agreement. PM said he looks forward to reviewing the entire spectrum of bilateral cooperation when he meets his counterpart Shinzo Abe in Tokyo. He said India's partnership with Japan is characterized as a special strategic and global partnership. India and Japan see each other through a prism of shared Buddhist heritage, democratic values and commitment to an open, inclusive and rules-based global order.
It's a historical relationship which has seen tremendous progress over the years. In contemporary times, both India and Japan enjoy a very close economic partnership.
PM Modi described Japan as one of the top investors in India, several of whose companies have been committed to the potential of Indian economy for several decades. Indian ambassador to Japan has expressed confidence that PM's visit to Japan would further strengthen ties with Japan, which is emerging as the fastest growing economy, and that the bilateral cooperation would be mutually beneficial for both countries.
Growing interest in Japan in participating in India's Make in India program, in India's flagship initiatives such as Skill India, Digital India, Smart Cities, across the board. As I mentioned to you, Japan today regards India as a very viable option and a destination, a favored destination for investments.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will also interact with the Indian community in Kobe on Saturday, and the enthusiasm on ground is clearly visible.
We have got a very good feeling of him, and I think if he can turn India like Japan, like is he planning to do the Varanasi and all those places, it will be very nice. I mean, if you see things here, the culture, like we are so close to India, right? I mean, we are in same Asian community out here. The vibe is good actually.
इंडिया का देखा जाए तो उनके वजह से काफ़ी चेंजेस हुए हैं.
India is a peaceful country. It made peace with all over the world. So we hope it's one step more to the peace in the world. And you know, all people in Japan are very happy to see the Prime Minister visiting us. And
I think the bilateral ties between India and Japan will improve tremendously by his visits, and his initiative will be useful both for India and Japan.
PM Modi had visited Japan in 2014 when the country had announced doubling of its private and public investment in India to about $34 billion over a period of 5 years. This was followed by PM Abe's visit to India last year. Both prime ministers had agreed to elevate the relationship to special strategic and global partnership and to enhance defense and strategic cooperation to a new level. They also decided to speed up negotiations on civil nuclear deal. The drumbeats of PM Modi's first visit to Japan infused a fresh energy into the relationship between the two nations, and they will continue to reverberate with India-Japan ties, moving from strength to strength.
The pact could benefit Japanese nuclear component makers whose business is shrinking right now. If the deal is done, it could deepen the ties between Asia's second and third largest economies. Engineer Ajay Sharma and camera person Pishi Joshi, Pankaj Pandey, Tokyo, Japan.
Our correspondent Arun Sharma joins us from Tokyo. Arun, members of the Indian community greeted the PM in Tokyo. How is the mood there upon PM's arrival? Modi, 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 Modi,
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has arrived in Japan, and the Indian community over here is really enthusiastic about it and very much excited about it. So how basically are you welcoming Prime Minister Narendra Modi?
We gonna first chant Bharat Mata Ki Jai, Vande Mataram. He really enthusiastic about, we are very patriotic, and after seeing him we become more and more energetic to do more and more.
Any song you want to dedicate to India, because since you are living here in India, in Japan, want to dedicate some kind of song for that?
सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा हमारा.
Alright, so सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा. But then there are many expectations from Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
मोदी जी को देखने से बहुत अच्छा लगता है, लगा है हमें भी थोड़ा सा उनसे सीखने का बहुत मिलते हैं.
Alright, so PM has also taken some concrete and hard steps as far as black money is concerned. So how do you look at it, and basically how is your reaction on that part?
This is a very good step. This is the first step in curbing the black money, and this will definitely help the poor people and the middle class people of the India. So the inflation will go down, and it is a very good step, and we welcome this step of Modi ji.
But why are you people fan of Prime Minister Narendra Modi?
I think his leadership qualities are one of his best qualities, and the kind of decisions he's taking for the country is not very easy.
Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, which he has started, is going to be very, very successful.
And he's more energetic than a young guy. He is very energetic person.
How will the business community will benefit from it, sir?
See, Japan can create huge infrastructure in India, like bullet train, the Shinkansen, Ahmedabad, Mumbai. And that huge infrastructure needs a strong leadership in India. And that only our Prime Minister Modi can provide. So this is a perfect combination of Prime Minister Modi and Prime Minister Abe, and bullet train from Japan going to India.
Alright, not only bullet train, but also the nuclear technology, the nuclear deal, and the defense deal, that will be on the agenda. So no doubt Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Japan will take the relations between these two countries to new highs. With camera person Shobhan, Arun Sharma, Doordarshan News, Tokyo.